Now, is Diddy snitching? I always come back to Diddy when we have raids being exposed of celebrities, whether they're in sports or in any industry. I always feel like Diddy is snitching because this man knows so much and is so interconnected in so many industries. You would be very surprised that he would have information and he might give it to people to, reduce something or help him in some kind of way. Maybe he's not, we don't know, but I'll tell you why. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And let's get into this video. So 50 Cent has come out to say that, is Diddy snitching now? He's clowning Diddy after a report claimed an inmate held a knife to his throat during a late night scare at a Brooklyn federal prison. 50 Cent wasted no time poking fun at Sean Diddy Combs after reports surfaced that the bad boy mogul narrowly escaped a violent encounter. Is he snitching now? They put a knife to his neck and said, "Southside, we outside, LOL." According to Daily Mail, a fellow inmate allegedly held a blade. Now, this actually was a old story that Brian Steele already revealed to us. And, this re-come up is basically just for sympathy. But Diddy is also being blamed of snitching via 50. He could be joking, he could be not. The reason why I wanted to open the conversation with this story and lead into the next story is I believe some snitching is definitely taking place. So the FBI guys have basically exposed recent illegal gambling investigations. There have been significant NBA arrests that have happened over the past couple of days, and these are bombshell allegations against certain people called Billups, Rosier and Jones. FBI Director Kash Patel and other federal officials shed light on the Thursday arrests and the allegations against this trio. Apparently illegally helped bettors gain thousands of dollars by letting them know he was going to pull himself from a game early with a supposed injury. When he dropped from the action on the hardwood, Tish says the co-conspirators made out with a ton of money and actually delivered the proceeds to the Hoopers' home where the groups counted their cash. Meanwhile, another person, Billups, was taken into custody over accusations that he helped mafia families, including the Bonanos, Gambinos, Genoveses and Lucchese's, in an elaborate scheme to fleece victims out of millions of dollars rigged in poker games. According to the feds, defendants all across the nations would lure people to games under the premise that they were playing some high-stake cards and use these celebrities like Billups to make them appear legit. Yet the feds say once the victims sat down, the defendants used all kinds of technology to ensure that they would basically steal the money. Officials say x-ray tables, special contact lenses, fixed deck shufflers, hidden cameras and more were all implanted in these poker rooms to help the defendants steal cash. Tish, allegedly one victim, lost 1.8 million in the games and that there were over 7 million in total losses throughout the scheme. She claimed the mafia families used threats, intimidation and violence to recoup their money. An insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential NBA information and the others a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games, and that they were related and that Jones was actually involved in both. In total, the feds say 34 people were just arrested in two of these, Ponzi schemes. I really want to call it. The fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars, it's not thousands, it's not tens of thousands, it's not even millions. We're talking about tens of millions in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation. So these NBA individuals, Billups, Rosier and Jones, have all been arrested and indicted on this shocking illegal gambling investigation that has just been exposed. So this is why I come back to Diddy, because I wouldn't be surprised if he knew these people one way or another and knew of some kind of information or knew that people were just doing this and were telling them to look in the right way. Now, one could say I'm being a bit too naive to think that Diddy is the one that knows everything, but I wouldn't be surprised. That man was seen with everyone and anything. I wouldn't be surprised. Right now, that man stuck at the MDC and would do anything to get out. I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. And this story gets even more interesting to me, and this is why I'm like, maybe Diddy has something to do with it, but probably not. We don't know. But when it comes to this illegal gambling case, there was one apartment, one pad center that was very prominent and where a lot of the illegal poker stuff took place. And this pad belongs to, former pad belongs to Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. A multi-million-dollar New York City townhouse Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott once cozied up in is in one of the locations at the center of this bombshell sports betting scandal currently rocking the NBA. The Lux Greenwich Village abode is one of the two New York locations the federal government says high stakes and highly illegal poker games were run by Manhattan's reigning crime families. The home was featured in many of the Kardashians episodes as well, and it's where pregnant Kylie lived with her rapper ex and their firstborn before relocating to LA. And according to the indictment, the poker games where people were swindled out of millions ran out of this same apartment that Kylie and Travis used to go to and cozy up to as well. The famous former power couple are not named in these documents and have not been accused of any wrongdoing as well. But again, to me, it's crazy that, you know, the Kardashians not only were constantly in this apartment, but they were so much in this apartment that this was actually shown on the Kardashian reality TV show in multiple episodes. You mean to tell me this is the same apartment where these illegal poker games took place, where the cameras were installed in the homes and etc., and they were stealing tens of millions and so much money? What are the odds that the same apartment that they used to basically abide and live in is the same apartment where all of these illegal Ponzi schemes were taking place? The reason why I always go back to Diddy is because Diddy himself also had cameras around everywhere when it came to his parties. He knew to film people, and these illegal poker and, you know, Ponzi schemes also had technology hidden everywhere. And so I feel like it's the same traits, and I look at the traits. This could very well have nothing to do with Diddy, but I do feel like Diddy knows somebody who knows somebody that is doing this. That, and also could be a kind of a third connect in this conversation. This NBA Ponzi poker gambling scheme is insane, and the fact that it's been exposed and so many NBA related people have just been arrested, not even tens of thousands, like tens of millions of money basically have been exposed in terms of fraud, and the Kardashians have something to do with it, in my opinion, because I don't understand why it's happening in this place. I don't know, unbeknownst to Kylie, then maybe they just didn't know, maybe they had no idea. But this is why I feel like Diddy could be snitching, especially if his life is under duress and, you know, people are doing something to him. Maybe he's going along these lines and telling people where to look, you know, when it comes to certain stuff, or maybe it's unrelated. Either way, the FBI have massively exposed these NBA people and some of these mafia families, and apparently it's not going to be the first. There's going to be a lot more people now that they're going to be coming at, a lot more schemes. And so I'm just like, who else is going to be in the music industry going to be called out, indicted? What's going to happen in the next 6 months if this is what they're focusing on? I can definitely see a few names going down for some Ponzi schemes that we had no idea about, if this is what is rocking the NBA world today in breaking news. And so I wanted to cover this, and for the fact that, you know, the Kardashians are reported in this conversation, and then at the same time I believe Diddy could be snitching, and then I feel like 50 is joking about Diddy snitching. I don't know, maybe I'm jumping the gun, maybe it's not related to Diddy, and maybe you guys think that, and if so, comment down below. But what are your thoughts on this conversation, this NBA Ponzi schemes? I feel like all of it is going to be coming to light in some kind of way, and when the FBI is doing something like this, I always feel like it's convenient to them. Do subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, that's all you guys have to do. It goes a long way. Videos are pouring out on my channel, so I would really appreciate it if you just join Murad Nation. It's free to subscribe, it's one click, you get fresh videos. Yesterday I put out 6 videos that you could watch. Either watch me as you watch the video, put it on in the background when you're driving, wherever you are, just to keep you guys updated, all in less than 10 minutes, that you guys know exactly what is going on, with proper sources to these videos and theories and opinions of mine as well. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.